G'day guys, Mitch from FranklinWH here to offer you a quick refresher course on installing and commissioning the Franklin A-Power system. From left to right, we've got the solar inputs, the battery input, up here the smart circuits, the gen set here, both behind the dead front, your backup port and your grid supply. The bus bars in here and all the ports are rated to 80 amps continuous, so it's designed to do whole home backup. Don't forget to link your grid supply neutral with your main neutral bar. Run 6mm sub-circuits to each battery, daisy chain the CAN bus out of your CAN out RJ45 port to each A-Power battery, removing the termination resistor on all batteries except the last one in the daisy chain. If you're doing a three-phase installation, you need to use a three-phase meter. The 3 CTs here, those wire back to the A-gate via RS485. So there's a connector here for the solar and a connector here for your three-phase grid monitoring. Also install the consumption CT on your grid supply with the arrow facing up into the A-gate from the grid toward the loads. Once everything's installed, flick on your EMS switch to the left, turn your battery on using the switch here, make sure all your MCBs are in the on position, and then you can go to your Franklin app, click on Add New System, click on Network Settings, which prompts you to scan the QR code. Now you can scan this QR code on the top left-hand side here, or if you've got the dead front on, you can scan it on the left here. That will connect your phone to the A-gate's access points and allow you to complete the network settings, whether it's Wi-Fi, Ethernet or cellular. Once you've completed that, you move on to the device discovery, in which you tell it how many A-Power batteries it's searching for. It will start broadcasting over the CAN network. It'll take about 10 to 15 seconds to discover those batteries. Then you can move on to the next step, which is shown here, adding the location of the system, the system parameters, beginning with your solar, whether you use one circuit or two circuits, what size those are, what size your main supply switch is, and whether you're doing export limiting. Now I encourage you to use the export limiting features of your PV inverters, because the Franklin system will open the solar relay if that export is breached. So you can allow export on the Franklin setup and configure export limiting on your solar inverter itself. Next is utility plan and incentive, so you can select either self-consumption, time of use or emergency backup. You can of course do that later as well, and the customer can do it themselves via the app. Finally, the grid profile, just choose your relevant region and your customer's email address, which will then send them an email to log into their app, and away you go. Job done. If you need further support, you can call our support line on
1-800-161-300 or email us on service-au@franklinwh.com.